Tiramisù di frutta di bosco. Who doesn't like tiramisu? And today is going to be a strawberry and blueberry tiramisu. Very simple. Whatever you have in the fridge, any fruit will do. But here we have fresh blueberries and fresh strawberries. So, the strawberries are cut. We'll put the blueberries right in. We'll add some sugar, granulated sugar. You mix it, and you let it stand like this at room temperature for about a half an hour. It will macerate, and the strawberries will release their juice, and it'll be delicious. Put that on the side. Now we go to the juicy part. Where are we going to soak the cookies, the Savoiardi? So we start with orange juice, strawberry, to remain in the theme that we've started, blueberries, blueberry jam, a little rum. But if you have kiddies coming, rum can be omitted. You can put a little bit of vanilla. For the grown-ups, a little rum gives it a kick to the tiramisu. Orange rinds. So you see, using everything. We use the orange juice. We don't throw the rinds away. You grate it and you put it in there. And some sugar. And you let this cook, and you want it to remain juicy. The fruit will kind of disintegrate, and there'll be a substantial amount of juice. And that's where we will dip our Savoiardi and make it nice and moist. Now, the cream filling. Of course, mascarpone is at the center of it. And we just mix it all together. Ricotta, some vanilla, sugar, and it just all has to blend, and the sugar has to melt somewhat. Okay, let me just... Nice and creamy, not too sweet. You don't want to whip it too much because the mascarpone turns into butter. It churns if you whip it too much. So this is just perfect. And you know what? That's cooking, that's macerating. I have a question, and I love it when you ask me your questions. And it's about mascarpone. So Colette Amberlin from Minnesota asks, can one play with tiramisu flavors or add flavors to the mascarpone? What exactly is absolutely no-no with tiramisu? Well, Colette, all of those except the one no-no is not to make the tiramisu savory. But you can put any fruit you have in the house. You can make a banana tiramisu. You can make a peach tiramisu. You can make anything that you have. But you see, the importance is to soak the Savoiardi and then to have some fruit as a filling and then the cream. So Colette, you have an open way there to make your tiramisu anything you want, but not savory. So now I'll clean this up and we'll assemble the tiramisu. Assembly time. Pulling together the tiramisu. So this is the fruit that we cooked and the sauce, and you chilled it. It needs to be cool or at room temperature. These are the Savoiardi. This is the filling in between. And this is the cream of the mascarpone and the ricotta. So let's start by layering the Savoiardi on the bottom. So this is all nice and snug. Now, you want these to kind of absorb the juice that we cooked. So let's pour some juice over it like that. And you'd be surprised, they're a dry cookie. They take in a lot. You want them to be nice and moist, but you don't want them to be falling apart on you. Okay. So let's put half of the cream. You just want to get it in the corners. Just like that. And then we'll put the fresh fruit in between. And, I want them to begin to soak up some of the juice. Let me put them right in here. Embed them in the cream underneath, so you get a nice compact tiramisu. Okay, and now we go with. So you see, you're soaking it, but I'm gonna break it for you. I'm gonna show you. You see, inside, it's still quite dry. So, it's able to take in and still remain. Just don't overdo it. Okay. This is fun. You can get your kids into it. Kids like to get their hands into everything and get dirty. Okay, here we go again. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of this juice, not too much because we have some underneath. I don't want it too soggy. But whatever you have left of this is delicious for breakfast on top of yogurt or on top of ricotta. Let's finish off with the rest of the cream. And this will be the sealer on top. So here we are. Let's seal it good on all sides. Okay. You put a piece of plastic wrap on top, nice and tight. You put it in the refrigerator. And the best is overnight. But even 5-6 hours will do. So let's put it in the refrigerator and we'll come back and we'll dress it. Tiramisu is that sort of traditional coffee, light cake, creamy with mascarpone. But, our chefs get very creative and they can change the flavor according to season. So whether it's a Lidia quasi tiramisu, almost tiramisu made with hazelnut spread and chocolate, or berry tiramisu, or even peach tiramisu, you can see, you go through the season making a new tiramisu every season. The tiramisu has rested, nice and juicy, and it's ready to be served. Now, you can serve the whole tiramisu like that with the fruits that we had left over, and everybody can help themselves. Or you can be a real host and plate it for them. And this is one of those spoon desserts that us Italians love so much. We love eating our desserts with spoons. That means that they're flowing, that they're soft, that they're kind of, after a meal, they're great. You go in and you get a good spoonful just like that, and you set it in a dish, and then you go on for another one. And you see, I want to show you that the Savoiardi, it's moist, but it's not completely soaked and wet. Okay, so here we are. Do I want to put some of this sauce on it? Yes, that's always nice and delicious. You want to put some of the fresh berries and, ooh, they're running all over the place. Okay, let me make another one. Okay, that's one. Let's put some of the sauce, some of the berries and strawberries that we had left over just on top like that. Okay, what a great summer dessert, isn't it? Easy to make too. So now let me taste it for you. Wow, really delicious. But before I dive into it again, I want you to be with me. So, come along, tutti a tavola a mangiare. Vieni.